I have just tried 3 dessert flavoured ciders. Did any of them meet my expectations, or will I get my just desserts for buying novelty beers? Hello and welcome to another video on JD's Booze Reviews. Today we're having a little bit of a dessert party in the kitchen as we try 3 dessert flavoured ciders. We have the key lime pie, and then we have the apple pie and peach cobbler. These are all 3.4% ciders. Let's get them cracked open, poured into a glass, and let's find out which one is the king of the desserts. So as I say, these dessert flavoured ciders, they are from Aldi. They are by the brand Taurus, which is basically Aldi's sort of cider brand. These are all dessert flavoured. They've done a few things like this before. They've done sort of flavoured ciders. Not been a massive fan of them. I think I've done one of them on the channel. If I have, I'll put it there. If not, then I haven't done it. But there was a bubblegum one and something else, and I didn't really like the chemically flavourings that was added in it. So I'll be interested to see if that is the same case here. But yeah, let's get them poured into a glass. We'll try them one by one, and yeah, let's see if these ones are better than the last time. So I'm going to try with the one that's not a pie. So we're going to go for the peach cobbler first. So it's very peachy in colour. That is a good starting point. It is peachy on the aroma, so that is also a good tick box off that. Yeah, very simple in flavour, very simple in aroma. It is just peachy. It is just peach cider, pretty much. Now, I've never had a peach cobbler. I feel like that's quite an American thing to have cobblers. But I mean, apart from the ones that do shoes. But I feel like I could be wrong. It's a bit like an apple crumble, but maybe not. I feel like I'm going to have a quick Google search in a minute. But all I'm getting is a overwhelming peachy aroma. Taste smells very much like peach Fanta, if you've ever had that. Yeah, let's give it a taste. Where's the peach gone? That is, yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, it's a very nice peach flavour. Initially I didn't get much, but having another sip, there is plenty there. There's a slight sourness to it. I don't remember peaches being sour unless they've gone off, but there is a slight sour tartness to it. But yeah, that is, I'll be honest, there's not really much to say on this. It's just very peachy. Thankfully, the flavouring in this isn't horrendous. Doesn't taste too artificial. There is a little hint of artificialness there, I must admit. It doesn't taste like pure peach. It tastes almost like the sweets that you get, them like sugar-coated sweets, the peaches, which I love the peach slices. The actual cider flavour, the actual cider underneath it, I feel like a slight apple hint from the cider. Yeah, it's enjoyable. Surprisingly, I was expecting to hate these, but actually these are okay. My partner did have this the other night. She stole it off me, so I had to go get another one for the review. And she was really put off by that sour flavour. I'm not getting too much. It is very much like you're having like fizzy peach slice sweets. So you're getting that sort of, the sourness as if you're having them sweets, but then you have a nice sort of peach flavour after that. So that's perfectly fine. Yeah. Well, side number one, I am pleasantly surprised. Now let's go for a standard, good old-fashioned apple pie. So beer number two, I expect this to be a lot lighter in colour, a lot more appley, and yeah, it is. That's a very green apple-looking cider. And the smell is an overwhelming smell of apple. And that just smells like cider. I mean, cider is apples. That just smells like cider. You can smell that little bit of sort of cider tartness, sweetness. Well, yeah, that just smells like cider. Alright, okay. Interesting. That was a weird flavour sensation in my mouth. Yeah, that just tastes like apple cider. There's probably a little cinnamon hint in there. I do get a taste of like cinnamon. I'd say it's maybe a touch sweeter than normal apple cider. Well, it depends which one you have, to be fair. But from the Taurus cider I've had many moons ago, I do remember it being a bit tarter than this, not as sweet, so it's a little bit more sweeter. But yeah, apart from that slight cinnamon hint throughout, that just tastes like regular apple cider. The cinnamon hint is not strong enough for me to be able to know that that is an apple pie specifically. I don't even know what the difference really between an apple pie is, apart from it's just chopped up apples in a sauce shoved in some pastry. So I'm not really getting any pastry-like flavours. Like I say, the only thing that I can really tell is, obviously with like apple cider, apple pies, you tend to flavour it with, you know, cinnamon and all that kind of spices. I'm getting, like I say, a little bit of that. But really, realistically, not a lot much more. That is just cinnamon apple cider. Right, on to the last one, the key lime pie. And like I say, I didn't, just because I didn't finish up my talk about the apple pie cider, I did enjoy it. It just felt very much like an apple cider rather than an apple pie cider, which I know there's not a massive amount of differential, but anyway, that is been and gone, and now we're on to the key lime pie. I want this to be bright green. Not bright green, more oh no, there we go. In that kind of light, we are getting a very much a limey colour, but if I look that way and look towards you, that is quite clear and quite light. It's only when you hide it behind something it really shines on the colour. But yeah. Ooh. That's what I wanted from the apple pie. That smells like pastry. There is a sweet, sugary aroma with this. Smells almost to me like vanilla, almost like vanilla custard, which is not really something you get with a key lime pie. Well, maybe you tend to get like sometimes like a little bit of squirty cream on the top. You do with apple pies as well, so I should have put that in there. I'm not getting any lime at all. It is purely dominated this sort of sweet, whipped cream, vanilla sweetness. And if that's what I'm going to be tasting, that might be a struggle to drink, but it's very, very, very sugary just on the nose. So let's see how it is on taste. Non-existent. Very subdued compared to the aroma. Sour. Wouldn't exactly say lime. Like, there's a sourness there, as I said, but I wouldn't necessarily say all that sourness is a like lime juice, lime citric sourness. That whipped cream flavour that I've been getting, that vanilla flavour, are very much there. Yeah, I mean, this tastes the most desserty out of all of them, it must be said. This does taste very much like I am drinking a blended up dessert. Would I say key lime pie? Maybe not. I would probably say some sort of vanilla dessert. A custardy dessert, I don't know. You are still getting that, obviously, apple flavour, because it's a cider. So I'd almost say that this is more apple pie than the apple pie cider. I could probably get behind that saying that this is an apple pie rather than it being a key lime pie. Have we had a mix up with the packaging? I don't think so, but yeah, this I would say is more towards apple pie than key lime pie. There's not much lime flavour there apart from a bit of a sourness, but it's not a sourness that tastes like lime sourness, if that makes sense. This sort of sweet aroma is like mouth coating though. It feels like I have literally had a mouthful of whipped cream. Like, you know how you get that kind of, especially like the squirty cream that you get out of a can. You do get a sort of aftertaste after you've had it, like a cream of days gone by in your mouth. You can tell that you've had some sort of dairy. I'm kind of getting that. But lime? Not really. Not really. I say it's disappointing. It's disappointing because it doesn't meet the can description. But actually, I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm enjoying that like whipped cream like flavour that you get with it. That is interesting. But yeah, definitely not key lime pie as far as I'm concerned. Needs more lime, basically. So that's going to do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see my next videos when they come out. And I will see you on the next one. Cheers.